What is up, my Star Wars fam? You are watching George Reviews. I am the 80s Transformers fan, and today I'll be taking a look at another Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch figure. It is Jedi Council member Qui-Gon from Star Wars Attack of the Clones. This is the first time this figure is getting a 6-inch treatment in the Star Wars Black Series line. Let's take a look at the packaging real quick. It is the standard Star Wars packaging. It has the red striping for Star Wars Attack of the Clones. The side panel has some artwork for Qui-Gon Mundi. I'm going to be tongue-tied with that the entire video. We get a little bit of a bio right here. Bring it closer so you can pause that and read that and take it in. We got some artwork for Qui-Gon Mundi right there with the ignited lightsaber pointing down. And nothing special about this box. It's the standard packaging for Star Wars Black Series. Currently, when we first saw this guy, me and my friends used to say he was from the Never Ending Story. You know, like that one dude that was standing around with that head. But he has this elongated head because he got like a binary brain, and they're so logical and well-balanced people. Anyway, let's get this package open and take a look. Get this guy into my collection now. Nothing further in the box, just Qui-Gon Mundi and a simple clam, no tie downs, warning paper. Never ending story. This guy was at the center of a little bit of controversy when he showed up in Star Wars The Acolyte. Everybody pissed the bed over that series, boy. And he's packaged with one accessory, a lightsaber. He's a Jedi. They don't own anything. What else would he have? He has one lightsaber. We'll take a look at that a little bit more later on. This concludes the unboxing portion of the video. All right, let's bring him in and take a look at that cranium. Boy, it appears to be a nice sculpt, nice printing on the face. The eyes are on the sculpt. The printing of the eyebrows are right there. Nice molded detail on his beard. This little weird, funky little ponytail thing going on right here. That looks good. It's tied down by a string right there. Looks good. He has a little bit of paint around his eyes and cheeks. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. But not a lot of paint going on over the head overall. It's casted in this flesh tone plastic. Everything else is an overlay. He's wearing a little Jedi hoodie, which is cool. Nice molded and detailing on the line work in the sleeves. Has some large hands on this guy compared to some of these Star Wars Black Series figures. And his hands are painted, which sucks because putting a lightsaber in and out, you're going to scrape off the paint. It's the same plastic as the sleeve, this beige plastic. Jedi belt has a little bit of paint for the buckle, not a lot going on. It does have nice leathery texture though molded into it. And he has this little pouch purse thing hanging down right here. Nice sculpting on the pants. Coming down to his pirate boots with the buckles on the side. Been cool. We got a little bit of paint on the buckles. He's mostly done in plastic. There's very little paint application on this guy. Let's take a look at Qui-Gon Mundi's articulation on that head. Let's start right there. Ooh, he can get that nugget up far. The little collar piece is kind of soft, so he can get it up really far. And let's see down. Yeah, and it articulates at the neck joint right here. So we can get his head down really far. They didn't play around with the articulation of this head side to side. 360, weird 360. The entire collar went for a ride with me. I'm pretty sure I could. Shoulders up this far. 360. And this is like a unique shoulder joint that I'm not used to seeing. A little bit of a butterfly joint in there, but with this top part on, I'm not sure what type of use we're going to get out of it, if any. You can kind of squeeze it over, but let me check this one out. Yeah, I guess it's squeezing in a little bit, so yeah, the articulation is under there. Coming down to his elbow bend, because of this new specialized stylized sleeve, he doesn't have a bicep cut, but he rotates at the elbow and bends at the elbow. And I guess that's pretty much all we're going to need coming down to that wrist with the painted overhand 360. And what type? It's just on the ball joint. Oh, it can go up and down and in and out at the wrist. Not a lot though. It's like oops. It's just the ball joint. And coming to his waist, he only articulates right here at the belt. It can go from side to side. We can get this much bent over, this much bent back. 360. And now for the legs, because of all of this, I'm very curious to see what we get. We can get a kick to the front this far. And can we do dual at the back? Let's see if I can roll it up. Oh, I'm stressing it right there, but we're gonna see what it can do. We can get this much out of it with some stress going on. But I'm not worried about damaging it. I'm pretty sure with a little bit of heat that'll go right back to normal. Otherwise I wouldn't have done it. Splits this far could be a little bit better for a Jedi. Qui-Gon has an upper thigh swivel, full 360. Knee bend disguised into the fabric of the pants. It's kind of cool. Could be a little bit better right here too. I mean, this is a totally new body as far as I know. And to his boots, we have a boot cut. No human or Star Wars person leg articulates at the knee like this in real life. And coming down to his ankle, to the back, to the front, to the side, to the side. Now cha-cha now. Qui-Gon's only weapon is a blue lightsaber. I think this is my first open blue lightsaber from the Star Wars Black Series line. It's a little bit of warped and bent out of the package. And that's a problem with these things. They need to learn how to build them better. I don't think it's the hilt that's warped, or maybe. It is, I would say a silver plastic, but it looks like paint. But it may be just cast in the silver plastic. It has one drop of black paint on it right there. Not a lot of detail in this because he wasn't the main character, so they really didn't do much with his lightsaber. He didn't get the star treatment like Samuel L. or something like that. And it looks good as far as the blue is concerned with the translucent plastic. Let's get it in his hand. It has a firm grip on that. It looks to be to scale too. Sometimes these objects or items that fit in action figure hands, they either scale up or scale down to make it work, but it seems to be a proper scale for this guy. Deflecting laser bolts, but he didn't deflect them laser bolts from the clone troopers at the end. They lit his ass up. They should have shot him in the head. But I mean, he looks great. His outfit is pretty sweet. It was sweet on screen, and it's sweet as an action figure. Qui-Gon has no problem with a two-handed action pose, taking on battle droids. Although not such a great grip in his left hand. And I don't know if this is a force gesture hand or what. I mean, it works as a two-handed grip, but solo, I don't know. Maybe you can heat it up and close it up, but nope. He has storage on his belt, just detach the lightsaber. And there's a peg right here and a port right there. We get it on his belt. And Qui-Gon is ready for action. Okay, let's give Qui-Gon Mundi the size up and a rundown. Here are a couple of Transformers Generation 1 cone heads, a couple of Dark Knights, and 2 Jedi Knights. Lastly, Qui-Gon next to the live action, trying to pull off this pose. Can't quite hold the lightsaber with two hands without bending it, so this is what we got. It's time to close it out on Qui-Gon. He's a very well-made Star Wars The Black Series figure. Makes a great addition to my collection. I need to get some more Jedis open. I really like the design of the costume, and that's a credit to the filmmakers and not so much the Black Series, but they followed it pretty well. The sleeves could have been a little bit darker. I think the beige was more of a brown in live action, but it still looks good. Everything looks good. Not a lot of paint apps going on with it. All the paint apps are concentrated on the head and around the eyes pretty much. And the one negative thing, they painted the hands instead of casting them in his flesh tone plastic. When, like I say, putting the lightsaber in and out of the hands, any weapon you're putting it in and out of a hand that is not cast in the plastic, you're gonna rub the paint off. But his one accessory does fit securely into the right hand, not so much in the left hand. He is pretty sweet, and this is his first time in the Star Wars The Black Series. If you collect this line, I recommend this guy very much. He is pretty darn cool. He wasn't that great of a character. If to have two brains, he was never depicted as being very intelligent or making good decisions. But still makes for a cool figure. Haven't seen him in stores yet. I'm always toy hunting, even when I'm not looking for Black Series. I'm just always out there. I got mine from Hasbro Post. Do you have them? Did you pick them up? Do you like them? Talk to me in the comments below. Thank you all for watching another episode of George Reviews. The reviews where every toy has a story.